Hi, everyone. So just to give you virtual hugs for everyone who is tuning in to watch this video. I appreciate your time and I appreciate your energy so much. And I hope whatever I'm going to talk about today is actually going to help you to start thinking differently. That's always my intention for any content I share out here. So tune in and let me start. Okay, so today I want to talk about something that's very near and dear to me, and that's taking responsibility for your own life and getting yourself away from the victim mindset and the blaming mindset that is so prevalent in our current society right now. Because I think I've seen so many stories around on social media or even on TV on so many people blaming their brokenness on people outside of them. Either their mother didn't love them enough, or their father didn't love them enough, or their spouse or their partner or whoever it is didn't love them enough. And so because of that, then it tends to now justify the current actions that they're taking in their life. And what is wrong with that is that I think there's a lot of brokenness that we have been passing along from generation to generation, what we now tend to call generational trauma, right? Where it's a broken person getting into a relationship with another broken person, expecting each other to heal their brokenness, right? That you get into a relationship with someone expecting them to give you the love and the worthiness that you have been missing in your life. And sure, that works in the beginning because when you're so into each other, and the chemicals are running inside of your bodies and you're so feeling the love, it's so easy for you to feed off of each other. But how long does that work for? Probably a couple of months or some few years tops, right? But what happens is this festering wound that's deep inside of you, this lack, this brokenness, it still always wants to come to the surface. So you can keep on taking from this partner of yours who's also broken, but it gets to a point where this partner who's broken also says that, you know what, enough is enough. You're not giving me what I want. And this other one says, you're also not giving me what I want. And what happens is they start venturing outside of their relationship or outside of their partnership to try and fill in this void, this unworthiness, this lack of love through other people. And then the cycle is created again where now these people get into other relationship with other broken people, and it goes on and on and on. And the only solution to this is filling yourself up first, right? Not getting into situations because you're expecting other people to fill you up with love that you're lacking for yourself. I'm taking this brand new course by this amazing mentor of mine called Mahatri, and he talks about the three most important relationships in life, which is the relationship you have with yourself, the relationship you have with others, and the relationship you have with the creator. And the three of them correlate so perfectly because one, you cannot expect to love others or even cherish the love given to you by others if you don't love yourself. All of it starts with the relationship you have with yourself. And you also cannot have a relationship with God if you don't have a good relationship with God's creation. Everything is correlated, but everything always starts with the relationship you have with yourself. Fill yourself up first. Make sure you're running in a cup that's 100% filled and now overflowing. And when it's overflowing, is then when you start giving your love to other people, right? But if you're constantly always seeking for things to fill up the void inside of you and you not wanting to do the internal work yourself, it's never going to work. It's going to get to a point where your brokenness is going to manifest out into the world in the worst way possible. And you're going to cause so much carnage around you, so much hurt, right? Because you'll be forced to deal with your brokenness outside in the world because you can only hide for so long. You can always hide forever. I like calling these solutions lipstick solutions, things that are just there to make the situation look pretty, but they're actually not dealing with the root cause of the problem, which is the brokenness you have inside of yourself. And like I said earlier in the video, is it gets to a certain point where you have to stop blaming the world for your own brokenness. That yes, you didn't receive the love that you should have received from your mom or your dad or your spouse. But that doesn't justify you continuing with that luck for the rest of your life. It gets to a point where you have to make a choice of, do I want to stay in this identity where I'm constantly blaming other people for my own pain? Or do I want to take responsibility for myself, heal my own pain so that going forward, I'm only attracting situations that serve my highest good, situations that are no longer, um, making this pain become a repeating pattern in my life. But it all starts with you and the choices that you decide to make going forward. Just start saying, no, I'm done with this. I'm ready to let go of the pain. You got to understand that if someone hurt you in the past, it has absolutely nothing to do with you. This other person was also going through their own brokenness in their own life. And it manifested itself in this way, in causing so much pain out of the people around them. But now you, where you currently are, now you have to make a decision. Do I want to continue with this pain that I've been carrying on for so long? Or do I want it to end with me? Do I want to do the healing journey so that I'm not passing it along now to my future partners, to my future relationship with my children, right? I don't want to keep on carrying this pain with me. And this is something I'm so passionate about because this is something I've also had to overcome for myself. I got into so many relationships with, people expecting them to give me the love and the worthiness that I didn't have for myself. And sure, it worked for some time, but it got to a point where I would always sabotage those relationships because I was also carrying a lot of brokenness from childhood, right? Like I could not accept the fact that anyone could love me because I didn't feel I was worthy of this love. So I will always sabotage those relationships repeatedly. It wasn't until I decided to take a pause back and really go deep within myself and heal myself that I started having that love for myself. So right now, going forward, I'm able to set the intention that I don't want to deal with the brokenness anymore. I don't want to deal with the brokenness from other people. I expect that whoever I'm partnering up with has also done their healing work. And this is the place that you also want to get into. Stop getting into situations where someone is just giving you a cosmetic solution to your problem, only telling you the nice things now, but moving on forward with the relationship, like the cosmeticness ends, and now you have to deal with the ugliness that is beneath that. Stop continuing those patterns. It all starts and stops with you. Like I cannot stress that enough. And I've seen this pattern being carried out over and over again, especially currently now in my country, my environment, where so many people are actually waking up and deciding to kill their partners over something simple as you received a text from someone I don't know. So your life needs to end right now. And why is that? It's because now my partner's actions is a direct reflection into my own worthiness. So if I'm finding my partner is stepping out on me, then it means that I'm not worthy. And so now, because I need to prove that I'm worthy, I need to end your life so that I can prove that I'm the man or I'm the woman or whatever it is. And it's so crazy. It's so crazy because at the end of the day, no one outside here is responsible for your own happiness. No one is responsible for your love. No one is responsible for your healing. The only person who's responsible is yourself. So take that step today. Make that decision today. Set that intention to the universe that I'm ready to let go of this pain. I'm ready to heal. And the best part about this is that we're currently in an age where information is at the tip of your fingers, right? So if you set this intention out to the world, that information now is going to start finding you. You're going to find courses, you're going to find videos that promote or even help you to just find more self-love and more forgiveness with yourself. And the information is out here. You just have to look. That's how I started my journey, because I set the intention that I was ready to let go of the hurt. I set that intention to the universe, and the universe more than delivered it to me. I've had access to so much information here that has helped me heal so much to become the person that I am today. A person who's whole, who's not loving people or accepting love from broken people. I'm done with that. And I want you to be done with that part of your life. So if this is you, I'm just sending you so much love right now. And I'm sending you so much healing. I honestly want to do my part in just helping people to heal from that brokenness. That's my passion. That's my purpose. That you don't have to go through that kind of pain if you choose not to. All of it can end with the decisions that you make going forward, starting now, not tomorrow, not the next day, starting now. Claim it for yourself, say that you want it to end, and it will be gone, right? So that was it for today. Oh yeah, now of course I'm also gonna share some of the techniques that I have used to find self-love in myself. And one of it is the current work that I do, which is healing people with the Akashic records. So if you don't know what the Akashic records are basically, think of it as a Google for your soul, right? For any choices you made in the past, any patterns, all of that, they're contained in this particular records, right? So if you want to know more of yourself and how your soul was designed and what your gifts were and what choices you made in the past that have led you down the path you're currently on, you basically do that by accessing your records in the Akashic records, right? Which is the work that I do. But why I love my work so much is because it's, I like think telling my clients that it's kind of like a shortcut to your soul's journey. That we incarnate, first of all, into situations which are a vibrational match to who we are at soul level, right? So whatever is in your soul blueprint, whatever karmic patterns that you've created in your past lives, they're always maintained in your soul blueprint. So when you choose to currently be in this human experience, you'll keep on attracting things which are a vibrational match to your soul blueprint. So it's the same pain over and over again. And the only way to resolve that is when we start making different choices and start heading towards different paths to create new results in our lives. But most people don't know what kind of problems that their souls came here to resolve. So the soul realignment reading is kind of like a shortcut through that. It puts you or gives you the information that you need about the choices that you need to be making going forward so that you're able to create better results for yourself. So if you're stuck currently in a loop of pain and attracting so much, suffering out in the world, again, something that I've been through, and that's why I love the work, because I was able to heal that for myself. That number one, realize that nothing is happening to you, it's happening through you. You're just attracting the situation based on, past life choices that you made. But the best thing is that we live in an age where you can actually resolve all of that in an instant. So if you choose that going forward, I do not want to attract this kind of situations anymore, that can actually happen. And that's what I offer to my clients, right? Like we clear that on an energetic level so that it's not part of your soul blueprint. So going forward, you're not attracting all of these situations over and over again. But the second part of the healing journey now is going forward. Now for you, you have to start making different choices, right? You cannot continue doing the same things and expecting different results. You have to make different choices going forward. So if earlier on, before probably the reading, that maybe you were entertaining certain situations or people that were not serving a higher vibration, it could mean that going forward, you have to now start saying no to these people and start walking away from these situations or these people that don't serve your highest good. All of it starts with the choices that you make going forward. And like I said earlier in the video, it's taking responsibility for your own journey and stop blaming other people or stop expecting other people to do that work for you. That work has to be done with you, right? So if you want different choices, if you want different results, start making different choices going forward and see how your life changes from that. Just from that simple choice, just from you starting to say no to certain people, just from you walking away from situations that don't serve your highest vibration. I love this work because I've seen so many people heal from it. I've seen myself heal, and I'll share more of my story as we go on. So today, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I hope I've inspired you to just, first of all, start thinking differently with your life and just, again, taking responsibility for your own life and set that intention to the universe. If nothing else, set it out to the universe that you want to heal and see what comes off of that, because something is going to transpire once you set an intention and you ask God for help with this to heal you. You're going to find the healing. So hope that helps. Love and blessings to all of you. Sending you virtual hugs again for anyone who's tuned in and anyone who's watched the video until thus far. I'm also going to be sharing the link to booking a soul realignment session with me if the message resonates with you. I believe that if you're watching this video and you're actually hearing this information for the first time, that there's a reason for that, that maybe your soul is tapping into wanting this kind of healing for yourself. So I'll leave that up to you. I'll share the link down below, either in the description box for the ones who are watching this on YouTube, or in the comment section if you're watching it on Facebook. So love and blessings, and bye. Yeah.